This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so if you remember that SAP GTS is a standalone system, right? It is a central system, we can say. Central system in the sense that clients have already, all the clients have implemented, let's say, ECC, right? They are using ECC, or they are using S4 HANA, or they have implemented ECC or S4 HANA. Okay, so whether they are using ECC or they are using S4 HANA, we will have only one GTS system. What I mean to say, that we can see many clients who are having many kernels, many system. Let's say they are using ECC, but in ECC also because of their business, they have many ECC system like ECC1, ECC2, right? Or let's take a typical case where a client is using ECC kernel as well as S4 HANA kernel as well. But whatever systems are being used, all systems will be connected with only one GTS system. So GTS will be standalone system only and only one system only. This is point number one. Point number two, we need to transfer data from other system to SAP GTS system. So when we are sending data from other system to SAP GTS system, which data we are sending? Our logistics data, right? So please remember, when it comes to logistics data, so logistics is what? Sales and purchase. For sales, we have SAP SD. For purchasing, we have SAP MM. So from the sales side, we are sending sales order, or let's say we can say sales document, because in sales document we may use many document types, right? We are sending sales documents. We are sending an outbound deliveries. Outbound delivery document can be sent out, and then billing document. From the purchasing side, we need to send purchasing documents, let's say purchase orders, inbound delivery document, IBD, if, because in few clients IBD, they don't use. If they are using, then yes, IBD is also relevant, and GR, that is good receipt, MIGO, MIGO. So these are the six transactional data that we need to send to SAP GTS system. And we are sending data from ECC system or S4 HANA system. In most of the cases, we can say in 99% cases, either ECC or S4 HANA would be our system from where we will be sending data to GTS system. So any system who is sending data to GTS is called as a feeder system. So we always call our ECC system or S4HANA system as a feeder system. So when we transfer sales document to SAP GTS, then sales document will get replicated in SAP GTS system. GTS system will create replica of our sales documents, and the replica of the sales document in GTS is called as a customs document. When we create an outbound delivery document, this will also be created as an associated customs document. When we are transferring billing document to GTS system, this is not called as a customs document. This will not be created as a customs document, but billing document will be created as a customs export declaration. What is difference between these two? I'll explain you at high level. So these are the three transactional data which we are sending to GTS when it comes to sales transaction, right? Sales is what? In global trade services, sales is nothing but export. Same way, when it comes to the purchasing side, purchase order is also created as a customs document in SAP GTS system. Inbound delivery is also created as a customs document in SAP GTS system. But GR is not created as a customs document, but it is created as a customs import declaration. See how this data will get created, that is separate story, right? That we will understand. But these are the terms which we are which we are using. Meaning what? Sales document will be created as an associated customs document. So when sales order will be transferred, let's say here we have created sales order. The sales order, when it will be transferred to GTS system, GTS system will create a mirror document, a replica document of the sales order, which is called as a customs document. Or more specifically, we can say sales customs document. But in general, in layman term, we call them as a customs document. Same way, when outbound delivery will be transferred to GTS system, it will be created as a customs document. But billing document will not be created as a customs document, but it will be created as a customs export declaration. Same with this also. Now, please don't ask any question, but this is from the purchasing side, right? Import side. So when it comes to import side, purchasing side, we understood PO and IBD will be created as a customs document. Please remember, PO and IBD will also be used as a customs import declaration. How? Why? That we'll understand. So it means that these are the transactional data which we are sending always, which we need to send to SAP GTS system. What is customs document? We understood replica of this sales document, replica of this delivery, outbound delivery, replica of PO and IBD. So, as an example, in sales document, we have header data, item data, right? Header data is what? Customer master data. Item data is what? Material master data. Same the same way in customs document also we will have header data and item data. Header data is what? Customer master data. Item data is what? Material master data. So can we say that when sales document will be transferred, those customer and material will also be transferred? Definitely not. Correct? Because those two are master data and this is transactional data. So we all know. So we all know that we have two types of data, master data as well as transactional data. So these are transactional data. So it does not mean that okay, let's create transaction data and then transfer master data. That will never happen, right? Because if customs document get created, it also need customer and material. So it means what? It means before transactional data we need to transfer master data. Again I'm saying, we will understand how to transfer them, how to transfer transactional data, how to transfer master data. All this we will understand. But these are the things which we need to understand, that this data will be transferred to GTS system, right? So it means before transactional data we need to transfer master data. So when it comes to master data, remember please, we are sending customer master data, we are sending material master data, and we are sending vendor master data. Where? To GTS system. When a customer master data will be transferred to SAP GTS system, that will be created as a business partner master data, BP. Our customer will be created as a business partner master data in SAP GTS system. What does it mean? It means we never call the term customer in SAP GTS system. GTS system doesn't know you are customer. GTS system knows you are business partner. What is business partner? Everyone knows, right? Business partner is the one who has to do anything with our company. Anything. Example, our let's say employees, right? They are business partner. Our, let's say, even job applicants are business partner. Our bank, financial, with whom we are doing financial transaction, they are business partner. Anyone who has to do anything with the company is called as a business partner. So in this case, customer, we are going to sell our product to them, so they are business partner for us. So in GTS system, customer master data will get created as a business partner. When we are transferring material master data, this will get created as a customs product. Meaning what? Meaning in GTS we should never use the term material, but we should use the term product or custom product. Please remember. Same way, vendor master data, it will also be created as a business partner master data. But when is this true? When we will have customer material vendor. See, for sales transaction, that is what we discuss, right? Sales and purchase. So for sales and purchase, to create a sales document, we need customer material, we create sales order. To create purchase order, we need material and vendor. That's all. So in general, that is the reason I'm saying in general, we need to transfer these three master data. We are sending other master data also. That I'll explain you. But for time being, please remember, we need to send these three master data to GTS system. So this is true when, if we are using this system, ECC system, right? Do we have customer vendor available in S4 HANA? We don't have, correct? In S4 HANA also we have business partner. It means what? If it is S4 HANA, then it will be S4 HANA specific BP. If it is S4 HANA, this vendor will be nothing but BP, vendor BP. It doesn't matter whether it is BP or customer. But one thing we understood, that master data needs to be transferred to GTS system. So this BP will be feeder system specific, S4 HANA specific, and this BP will be GTS specific. So GTS specific meaning, so example, let's say we have customer number 100. When we will be transferring this customer number 100 to GTS system, so in GTS also we need to maintain number range, okay, for business partner. So GTS system will have their own business, own number range, own number. So when we are transferring business partner or customer number 10 to GTS, then in GTS it could be, let's say, BP could be 1000 as an example I'm saying. It could be even 100 based on our defined number range. So it means that this will, for GTS, this will be internal business partner number and this will be external business partner number. So GTS must know both. Okay, this is internal means based on my number range, and external means I am receiving this data from other system. Again, same point. How we are transferring master data, that we will discuss. But the point here is we must transfer this master data. So one thing is clear, that if we want to use SAP GTS system, we must transfer first master data and then transactional data. Right? This is point number 2. So any system who is sending data to GTS system is called as a feeder system. So it means that anyone, let's say I'm the person, I do not know, or let me put in this way, I'm from SAP SD, because someone asked me that I'm let's say from SAP SD background, can I learn SAP GTS? Just he should know this thing, sorry, he should know these three things. So anyone knows, right? Everyone knows this. What is sales order? How to create sales order? VS01. What is delivery? What is billing document? So that guy asked me, okay, can I learn SAP? So can I learn SAP GTS? I said definitely you can learn. But what about this? So it means that for to learn SAP GTS, are you going to join SAP MM as a course? Right? Because his question was that I know only SAP SD. Does it mean you should know SAP MM? No. And same vice versa? It's not needed, right? Just we need to know these transactional data. So transaction data means anyone can learn, even though person from non SAP who doesn't know SD and MM. But if he knows these basic things, what is transactional data, what is master data? In transaction data, these are the six transactions from sales and purchase. Master data, these are the three things. Meaning what? Meaning we need to know very basic things from our SAP ECC or S4HANA side. So anyone who knows these basic things, easily he can understand SAP GTS. Okay. So this is how we are transferring data. Now another important point that I'll explain you in few minutes in system communication. But let me explain you right away about system landscape in our SAP environment. When it comes to SAP environment, we all know we have development system. Let's say DR1 is a golden client where we are making the configuration. So client number 100 is the development system. Then we have DR1, let's say 110. This is unit test client where we are doing unit testing. Then we have quality. So this is development system. Then we have quality system. Let's say QR1, 120. And then we have production system, PR1, 130. So this is the system landscape which we are following when it comes to ECC system or even S4HANA system, right? So whatever system landscape is shared by our feeder system, ECC or S4HANA, same system landscape is shared by SAP GTS as well. Remember please, it means what? We will have a development golden client. Let's say DG1 100. Unit test client DG1 110. Then QG1 120 and PG1 130. Remember please that GTS system will also share the same landscape as per its feeder system. Why? Because whatever data is being created in DR1 100 must be transferred to DG1 100. From DR1 it will be transferred to DG1 110. From QR1 data will be transferred to QG1 and so on. So this is system landscape. And what else? What else? Yeah, one more thing. Again, I'm saying we will discuss. But in S4 HANA side, we have business partner, right? Customer as a BP, vendor also as a BP. It means that in S4 HANA system, if you are creating, let's say, if we want to create customer master data by using transaction code XD01, what happens? System will take us to BP, right? BP screen. What it will it says that the XD01 is obsolete, right? So system will automatically switch to business partner. So if I ask you one question, anyone can answer that how does S4 HANA system know that this is customer specific BP and this is vendor specific BP? Anyone?
Based on the BP role.
Perfect. Based on their business partner role. So customer master data is having their own business partner. I'm sorry, business partner role. Vendor is having their own BP role. Same concept is there in GTS as well. Understand, please. In GTS also, we have their respective business partner role. So when it comes to SAP GTS, it's not only customer and vendor BP. Remember, please. We have so many business partners. I'll explain you. And let's say one of them is bank master data. Why bank master data? Again, please don't ask any question. Don't ask any further question. We'll discuss this. Why bank master data? Even though we discuss, these are our logistics data, correct? Sales and purchase. So if someone is asking us, are we transferring these data only? We can say maybe, but not like that. We are sending only this data because okay, from the logistics side, yes, we are transferring these data only. But who knows? So this is what SAP SD, right? This is what SAP So it means SAP SD has to be integrated, but we never say SAP SD, right? We say ECC or S4 HANA, correct? So but when it comes to the module wise, we can say that yes, SAP SD is integrated, SAP is integrated. At the same way, we can also integrate SAP FI module, finance. Probably you may ask question, why do we need SAP FI? Simple answer. So what we do in SAP FI side, we are creating payment transaction, financial transactions, right? Example, let's say we are the company, we are importing. So whenever we import, we need to pay to our vendor. We are not going to pay until we are making sure that vendor bank is a good bank. Meaning what? Vendor bank is not part of SPL list. Similar to an individual, similar to an organization, a bank can also be part of sanction party list. Who knows? There is some XYZ bank. Globally we have n number of banks, right? Who knows, there's also bank is run by a terrorist, or that bank belongs to some terrorist organization. Who knows? So company can may not make the payment until they are making sure that yes, bank is also not part of SPL list. How does it possible? So we are going to screen our bank master data against SPL list. So it means financial transaction. It means financial transaction. So high level, if let's say if a country is on embargoed list, you all know at least what is embargo, right? List of blocked countries. So even though we are saying that we are not supposed to sell, meaning export, we are not supposed to purchase, meaning import, that is fine. Even financial transaction is also prohibited. So financial transaction meaning what? Financial transaction meaning this bank must, let's say, financial transaction meaning, let's say, outgoing payment, incoming payment, right? These are also banned. Where is my charger? Just 1 minute, please. Yeah. So even payment transaction is also prohibited. So let's say from the company point of view, sending payment, receiving payment. So financial transaction meaning what? Any kind of investment, any kind of capital goods movement, any kind of making payment, receiving payment is also prohibited. So if SAP FI module is integrated with SAP GTS, if remember please, all the clients are not using, few clients are using. So if SAP FI module is integrated, it means we can also screen our payment transactions, meaning outgoing payment, incoming payment. So we can create payment with reference to vendor and their bank. So this, so when payment transaction is what? Transactional data. Bank is what? Master data. It means in that case also we need to transfer bank master data. So bank master data also we need to send sometimes if it is needed. So when we are transferring bank master data will also be created as a business partner master data. You know, we can also integrate SAP HR module, HCM module. For what purpose? SAP GTS system also gives a provision where we can also screen our own employees. Who knows? One of my employee who is working with, he's on SPL list, right? How do we know? Because it is my company is having legal entities in so many countries. So people across the world are working with my company. Who knows? He may also be part of SPL list. Even job applicants, someone has applied for a job. Who knows that he's a good person? He might be also part of SPL list. Correct. So even we can also integrate SAP HR module with SAP GTS. So this is very rarely used, in fact, very rarely used, at least when I haven't seen. But yeah, this can also be used. So if that is the case, we can also transfer our employees. We can also transfer job applicants to GTS system. So they will also be created as a business partner master data. So what I mean to say, in SAP GTS, even we have others also that we'll discuss. So in GTS, we have so many business partners available. So how does GTS system identify them that you are a customer BP, you are vendor BP, you are bank BP, you are this BP, that BP, with their business partner role, similar to S4HANA system. So please remember, for customer master data, their business partner role is that we all must remember. So for customer master data, GTS business partner role is SLLCPCPCPC. For vendor master data, business partner role is SLLCPS, because I have written this. So for this business partner role is SLLBNK. Okay. So these are the business partner roles. So please remember these things. So these are the master data which we need to transfer to GTS system. Okay. And last thing, transaction code. We need to use one particular transaction code in feeder system. I'm not saying ECCS for HANA, any system. One particular transaction code we need to use in our ECC system or S4 HANA system, meaning our feeder system. And one transaction code is available in our SAP GTS system. So from the ECC or S4 HANA side, transaction code is slash SAPSLL slash menu underscore legal R3. Okay. And from the GTS side, we have similar kind of transaction code, that is slash SAPSLL slash menu underscore legal. These two transaction codes are called as a GTS area menu, okay, or GTS cockpit. From the GTS side, we call them as a GTS area menu or GTS cockpit, and this also called as a GTS area menu from the feeder system side. Remember, please, no menu path available for this in SAP. What does it mean? It means if we do not remember these transaction codes, we cannot perform those activities. At least here, what we do, we for some of them we have other path or other transaction codes, but for this nothing is there. So we have very limited functionalities available, right? Because see, That is what our main purpose is. Please try to understand. Once the data, transactional data has been transferred to GTS, its job is done. At least we are, please remember, if you are working as a SAP SD consultant, if you are working as a SAP consultant, if you are working as some other consultant, some other module, or even if you're from non-SAP, no, from today onwards, you please start thinking that you are GTS consultant. So GTS consultant means more, it does not mean that, let's say, my experience was in SAP PSD, so I'm responsible only for the sales, only for the export. Not at all. GTS meaning what? Everything we are responsible, whether it is, sales transaction, purchase transaction, financial transaction, or whatever. So please start thinking that from today you are a GTS consultant, so you must know everything. So compared to other model, GTS is very simple, very easy, very interesting. Believe me, you will really enjoy this module. Or someone who is having knowledge in global trade, he's not from SAP SDMM. Even he can understand more than you. Believe me, if someone is from SAP SD or SAP MM, that global trade guy can understand. At least he doesn't know, in as of now he doesn't know what is sales or a delivery billing, let's say as example, but he knows terms which are being used in our global trade today. He can easy, even he can also easily understand SAP GTS system. Okay, so please remember that we do not have any menu path available. We need to use this code. We need to remember this code, transaction code. And initially, probably 1 or 2 days, you will face difficulty. You will be thinking that this is very big transaction code, like in sales, VS01, VL01N, VF01, right, ME21N, so simple. But in GTS we have this much. So if you are really going to learn SAP GTS, please start loving this term. Please start loving. It will never leave you, or even you can never leave this. SLL is nothing but plugin software. Technically, I'll tell you that, if we are going to implement SAP GTS, greenfield implementation, first time, I mean, they were not using SAP GTS system. So if our feeder system is ECC, our basis team needs to install one additional software, plugin software, that is needed. See, we are not responsible, please remember, just for knowledge purpose I'm telling you all, but we are not responsible at all, just to understand. But that if it is ECC, they will be installing an additional software in this ECC side. But if our feeder system is S4 HANA, even that additional software is also not needed. So this SLA is nothing but plugin, in fact. So everywhere, even you see in role also we have SLL, in transaction code also we have SLL. Everywhere we will be using, even in SAP table also, in GTS table also we will be using, so SLL. Mighty God gold. Okay, so this is what, we need to remember, these two transaction code. Last point, that if we want to use these transaction codes in SAP system will not allow us to use until we add prefix /n. Remember, please, /n always. Okay, this is very much needed. So these are the basic terms which we need to use every time. And let's start with our first topic. And before I go to that, any question from anyone, please feel free to ask. Okay, great.
Tiwari.
Yes, please.
Yeah, earlier you said SAP GTS is a standalone system, right? Uh,
Yes.
but in S4HANA, it is integrated like E4H. I don't know, but
Even
I
it is
just came
integrated
across
with
that word.
E4H, but that is also standalone, not it is integrated. The
Oh,
difference
okay.
between this GTS 11.0 I did not tell you. Okay, probably I missed, or you will know that the latest version of SAP GTS is GTS 11.0 version, support pack 19 on premise. What we are going to use. But now, you know, like similar to S4 HANA. So see, other modules are, our main, sometimes some of our friends are very worrying. As an example, let's say I want to learn SAP GTS system. So I'm asking one question, that what will happen if S4 HANA will, sorry, if GTS will be part of S4 HANA? I mean, it won't be a standalone system, right? What will happen if GTS will be integrated with S4 HANA? So my point here is, or if I'm asking you, your point is, so it means there won't be GTS job, even though that is part of today transport management, EWM, some other modules are part of S4 HANA. So do we not have a TM consultant? Do we not have EWM consultant? Who will be doing their job? SD is going to do their job? No. Doesn't matter whether it is part of S4 HANA or standalone system, but job means job, right? No one will be responsible. Only thing is that, if let's say, as an example, I am saying that GTS won't be a standalone system, it is part of S4 HANA system. So then no need to transfer data here to here. But in that case also, even though S4 GTS will be part of S4 HANA, definitely it will having some other client. It won't be there, it won't be available in the same client because of some technical problem, because of some technical reason. We here, even though I'm saying, we are saying GTS is a standalone system, which if you go to ECC, okay, go to SPRO, you will find the same similar kind of configurations in ECC also. Whatever I'll be showing you in GTS system, SPRO Global Trade Services, I mean IMG Global Trade Services, then blah blah blah. Everything is available in ECC also. Why? Because even though we can install SAP GTS in the same system, but even though it is there in the same system, but we need a separate client at least. So because of technical reason, SAP also recommends to use GTS as a standalone system. So you said that EOH. So this is, let's say, on-premise version. What we are doing, EOH is nothing but we have similar kind of activities, but only thing is, whatever we are using, whatever activities we are doing under this particular transaction code, that is obsolete. In EOH, this is not available. Instead of this, that we have S Fury app. I will try to show you the app, at least some screenshot. I won't promise you, but 99.99% I'll try to show you, because you know that we have very limited projects. Now few clients started implementing Fury app. But believe me, we all know that initially when Fury came, it was very kind of, it was not very user friendly. Even in GTS also, it is not very much user friendly. Okay, but only for the so what is this? I'm saying that instead of this, this is nothing but GTS, SAP easy access menu. When we log into our system, you see SAP easy access. So what is the use of this screen? So you all know that our end users in production system, he is doing their day-to-day job in this screen only, right? If he's from the sales user, he will be using our this SAP easy access only, logistics or some other logistics sales, right? Similarly, side also, he will be going to logistics correct. So same way in GTS also, end users are doing their day-to-day activities, transactional activities under GTS area menu only. So if it is EOH from the configuration side, it would be same, but GTS area menu, whatever day-to-day activities he are doing today, he has to do on Fury app. That is the only difference. Understood, sir?
Yeah, thank you so much.
No problem. Any other question? Even I'll also show you, because even though we don't have S4 HANA plus GTS system available, sometimes people will be very worrying. Example, I want to learn SAP GTS. So I inquired something to learn SAP GTS. So I asked you that which systems are available. So you answered me ECC plus GTS. But I'm very worrying. What will happen if our client will not be using ECC? You are not showing me S4 HANA. I want to learn S4 HANA plus GTS. Believe me, not much difference. I'll show you what differences are there. Very minimal difference, I'm telling you. Very minimal. That is not even part of 0.1% of today's things. Very minimal difference. So I'll be start showing you as for HANA also in that what is the differences, because sometimes in interview they ask question. To be very honest, they ask question. Their first question what they ask is that, okay, our client is using ECC as a feeder system. Tomorrow when they will be migrating into S4 HANA system, what changes need to be done? So we have three things only. Please remember that we will learn. We have three things only which we need to learn in our feeder system. Number one, system communication. System communication. We'll start with today. This is the first thing which we need to learn. Number two, how to transfer master data. We discussed today that what master data need to be transferred, right? How to transfer master data. And number three is how to transfer transactional data. That's all. That's all. These are the three topics which we need to learn from our feeder system side, whether it is ECC or S4 HANA system. So that is the reason, if someone who is not having knowledge on SAP, SD and MM, just he has to know the very basic things. How to create this transaction data, how to create master data. At least we must know, right? Tomorrow when we are testing the scenarios, who will help us? You all know. No one helps. That is the you know biggest minus point we can say. No one would like to help others. So why should I dependent on others? Let's learn. I'll help you how to create these documents, correct? So that is what we need to understand. So whether it is ECC or S4 HANA, please remember that only these are the three things which we need to understand in both the systems. That's all. Apart from this, so this is what very not even 5% of GTS codes, right? Yes, these are base. If you don't transfer transactional data, how can you use a GTS? You are correct. We cannot. How, if we are not transferring master data, how transaction data will be correctly available in GTS? Not correct. Definitely not. So these are the three things which we need to know. So let's start with the first point, that is system communication. If you have any question, please feel free to ask. Or wait 1 minute. Okay, I'll explain you at high level, because I can see that let's we'll start from tomorrow the system communication. But let me tell you why it is needed, because anyway we cannot complete today. So let not make complete just 20-30% of this. Okay, so these are the basic things every time we will be using them. And so let's start with the first topic, that is system communication. Why system communication is needed? What is system communication? So we all understood that GTS is a standalone system. We need to transfer data. What data we are transferring? Master data, transactional data. So because these are two different systems, these two systems must communicate with each other, right? there should be communication set up in these two systems. So when we are creating a sales order, we know that the sales order will be transferred to SAP GTS system. So that sales order, purchase order, delivery, billing, whatever, this data must be transferred to SAP GTS system, right? So this data will not be transferred until we have a connection, system communication established. So please remember, whether it is ECC or S/4HANA system, these systems are connected via remote function call, RFC. RFC, remote function call. No, it is not our job. Please remember this. It is not our job. So my request is, tomorrow when you get this system for practice purpose, please do not touch anything, because we have so many, brilliant friends. Even after requesting also, they start touching this. They should not. So if you want to do something, let's do in other objects. Why you are touching this, right? If something goes wrong, our data will not be transferred to GTS system, and that's what happening. We are not responsible at all. Only for the knowledge purpose, we must know. Or let's say, who knows that tomorrow we are working for a project, right? And they have confirmed that is not kind of big, very big project, right? They are going to implement very limited functionalities of GTS, and they asked us that you need to do RFC. Even though we are going to do this RFC setup, but still we need basis team help. Basis team is there, but they confirm that you need to do. But in that case also, for few things we need basis team help. But in most of the cases, when we will start working, remember please, these systems will be connected with each other. We are not going to do anything. So my request is, please do not touch anything from the RFC side. Just have knowledge. Okay, so why RFC is needed? Because these are two different systems. We need to transfer data. So until we have this path available, until unless we have this communication available, data cannot be transferred to GTS system. Is it our target? As an example, sales order. Sales order we have transferred to GTS system, and we have customs document created. So this customs document only which will go for screening purpose. So please remember, custom document is something high level. I'm telling you, we have other difference also. Custom document is something when these data will get transferred to compliance management area of SAP GTS. Compliance management. What is compliance management? How can we be a compliant? How? By following rules and regulations. So in compliance management, as we all know, we have three modules, right? You all remember, you all know. In compliance management, we have embargo check, where system checks that our partner country, doesn't matter customer or vendor, if we are exporting, then our customer country should not be a blacklisted country. Embargo check. Then SPL screening. What is the functionality? That our business partner, let's say export side, our customer name and address should not match with addresses given in this list. So SPL is what? SPL is a list of bad parties, right? With whom trade is prohibited. We are not supposed to do business with them. So their name and address will be given. So our business partner name and address should not match with any of the addresses given in this SPL list. And finally, third module is legal control. Legal control is what? License, right? That if whatever product is being exported, we must have a license, valid license from the licensing authorities. So if we follow these three things, then only we are compliant. So any document which gets transferred to compliance management area will be created as a customs document. Simple. So what customs document is? Custom document is which will go for compliance screening to make sure we are compliant. And with this, you all can understand. And please remember every time, sales order, OBD, PO, IBD, these four transactional data are only, you know, um, available for compliance management. This is an interview question. You may also get this question, that can billing document be transferred to compliance management? With this you can say no. That is what we are discussing, right? It is not created as a customs document. But if he's asking, we need to give the valid reason why. That I'll explain you, that billing document is not available for compliance management. So custom document is what, which goes for compliance screening. So sales order has been created. Sales order will be created as a customs document. So from this customs document only, our system will be screening our document against these three things. Let's say any one of them is red. Let's say customer country is an embargo country. Customer is a good person, it is green. Customer is a good person, even we have a license, but customer country is a blacklisted country. Let's say customer country is, as an example, let's say Sudan. So from the sales side, SAP SD side, sales user, they do not know that we are not supposed to trade, right? So what they did, they accepted and they created a sales order in their system. This sales order will be transferred to GTS system. We'll have customs document created in SAP GTS system, and this customs document will be screened against embargo as well, legal control. So since system found that Sudan is an embargo country, Sudan is maintained as an embargo country in GTS, our customs document will be blocked. It will be blocked. So when it will be blocked, how does ECC system know that I should also be blocked? Why? Because if our sales order will not be blocked, even though we are trading with an embargoed country, if user will create an outbound delivery, system will allow. So if system is allowing us to create OBD, then where we are compliant, we are not compliant, right? We are not following rules. That is what rule says, that if a customer country is blacklisted country, we are not supposed to trade. So where are we compliant? We are not compliant. That is the reason GTS system must also inform to ECC, boss, this customs document is blocked. So you should also block the sales order, right? So if GTS system is confirming to ECC, then only your sales order will be blocked. So what does it mean? This directional is saying that data will be transferred from the ECC to GTS. So we will have bi-transactional, I mean bi-direction, meaning here to here also, right? Here to here also. What does it mean? It means that RFC is always two-way communication, meaning we have configurations available in ECC or S4HANA system which will help system to transfer data to GTS system. In GTS also we have RFC settings available, RFC configurations available, which will help GTS system to send the result back to ECC or S4HANA system. So always this is two-way communication. So we have, remember please, we have 5 steps available in ECC, and we have ECC or S4HANA both. I'll show you what is the difference. And we have 6 steps available in SAP GTS system. Even though I'll explain you everything, again I'm requesting, please do not touch even a single, you know, step. Just have understanding. So this is how we are going to this is the reason we are going to set up this system communication. So this is prerequisite always. So first of all, system must be connected with each other, then only we can do other things. Okay, so we will start with RFC connection from tomorrow. Any question? Okay, one more thing here. So you all understood what is customs document. So this is one of the informal difference. Even this is correct difference, but if someone is asking us, so even though if you are not saying this, that is also correct, that Custom document is nothing but document which will be transferred to compliance management area. What is declaration? This is customs export declaration, customs import declaration. So remember please, document which will be transferred to customs management area. So customs management is another module of SAP GTS system, right? So if document is getting transferred to customs management area, then it will be created as a customs export declaration or customs import declaration. So billing document is for customs export declaration, and these all these are for the customs import declarations. So that's all for today. Any question? Okay, if no question, then see you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. Have a nice day.